481-007. Want to send me a text, 35192. If you want to watch live, you can do that at AlanCoxShow.com. Thank you to Grobert McStumpkins for helping. I'm sorry? Grobert. Oh, it's like Robert with a G. Yes. So sorry. Grobert McStumpkins. Much appreciated for your help. Cavaliers are back tonight. They're going to be in, they're back on the floor. They're not back here at home yet. They're in Boston to play the Celtics. Celtics are a very good basketball team right now. So it should be a fun game. 7:30 is your tip-off here on WMMS. 7 o'clock is when Cavs Live pregame will begin, if you want to get the whole thing. And as today is March 1st, first day that you can use the promo code Shamrock. It's CLE Clothing Company. Get on that website there. There's the Shamrock and Roll MMS St. Paddy's Day t-shirt. That is an online order only. You won't find it in the stores, and when those are gone, they're gone. And if history is any guide, they go very, very quickly. I had to order one. So get on there and do that. And use Shamrock, and you'll get 20% off, whether you do it online or whether you are in one of their stores. Just tell them when you're checking out. You get 20% off. Bill has a show in Warren. I was thinking about this. The show is coming up Friday night.
Get your tickets at BillSquire.com.
It's at the Underground Lounge.
Yes, which is in a Best Western. So if you really want to party, get a room at the Best Western, and then come down and watch the show, and then you can just have yourself a time, you know.
Now, will you be holding court at, say, the bar after the show?
I mean, I'll hang out for a little bit.
Will you have a room at the Best Western?
No, I'm going home.
Oh, you're parachuting in and parachuting out.
I mean, I'm going in. I'm going to do the show. I'm going to sell some merch, take pictures with people, hang out for a little while. But I'm not going to stay the night. Just a kind of standard show.
What if someone's there and, I don't know, possibly would like to make it worth your while?
I have a girlfriend.
It's not what I asked.
Like an indecent proposal kind of thing? One night.
Dealer's choice. I mean, somebody, hey, I really like your show. One of those. And she just happens to be staying there at the Warren Best Western. Maybe she's passing through. And she's like, I wonder what's going on in this little town. She's just, let's say, traveling from one major American city to another and on the way. Tired, maybe a little peckish. And happens to stop off at the Warren Best Western. And there's a young man doing stand-up comedy, and she's transfixed. And afterwards, wants to have a chat, maybe a drink.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't really want to do that. I have a girlfriend. It seems
again not what I asked.
Inappropriate, but
it's not what I asked.
You don't.
The girlfriend. You call the girlfriend.
And the girlfriend goes, what, you want to have a drink with a girl? Yeah, I'm not thrilled about that.
Really? She wouldn't want you having a drink with a girl. She goes, you go, not just any girl, okay? This is a woman. It's not a girl. It's a grown-ass woman.
Right.
And she wants to have a drink with me. He said, I'm just letting you know. Honey?
I mean,
I'm not asking your permission. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm looping you in. Will she be at home waiting for you late Saturday night? No. She'll be doing something. Friday. You'll be out in Warren. She's probably made other plans, of course, unless she's coming out to Warren.
No, she'll be at work.
There you go. Work. So she's focused on that.
Mm-hmm.
Say, I'm just letting you know, is she coming by after work?
No, she's not going to drive all the way up to Warren.
No.
Oh,
coming
to
by
house?
to Casa Squire, Squifle Tower. Okay, so she comes by after work. What does she do? She's done.
A bartender.
Okay, so she's done late. Last call is what? 1:30?
The restaurant she works at, she's usually done by midnight.
All right. Warren is a 40-minute trip?
42 an hour, yeah.
42 an hour. So as long as you're back home, and this is what you tell the grown-ass woman, as long as I'm back home in the friendly confines by, say, 1 a.m., I'm golden.
Right, but what am I'm not going to sit there and drink that whole time. I don't know. I don't want to talk to a stranger that long, to be perfectly honest.
I don't want to talk to a stranger that long.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll probably just do the show.
She's a super hot stranger.
That's fantastic.
It's interesting how people feel compelled to talk to people more than they normally would if they're really hot.
Nobody wants to talk. Really hot.
Nobody wants to talk to an ugly stranger for a long period of time.
I don't want to talk to anybody for a long period of time, especially after doing stand-up. I just talked for an hour. I'm ready to not talk.
That's true.
That's something that, it's like when we get home from work. Like yesterday, did the radio show, and then I did my podcast, and by the end of that, I ended up going to Mahal's to see Drug Church.
Drug Church?
Yes.
Okay.
And there were people like saying hi to me and stuff like that, but I wasn't really talking. They're like, "Oh, you don't seem very talkative." I'm like, I just talked for 7 hours straight.
All day long.
I just did so much talking. I'm fine just listening. You guys talk all you want. I'm just gonna not talk.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to not talk.
Yeah, I run into that when I go home.
Yeah. And my girlfriend the same way. She's like, "I talk a lot at my job." I'm like, "Yeah, but
no, you don't.
It's not the same."
You're recreationally talking. You're yelling out, I got a 4 top on 8. Or, that's not. You can kind of do that.
She converses with customers a lot, but she has no quit in her talking. I like to be done talking. So if it's a hot person, whatever the scenario is, after probably an hour after the show's over, I'm going to be headed home.
Okay. That all makes sense to me.
Yeah. But get those tickets at BillSquire.com. Let's sell this thing out. Everybody likes to wait till the last minute because it's the same thing that happened with Alex Cedar. Sold it out, but it sold out the day of. And so you're always just sitting around waiting and waiting and waiting. I'd like to just get it done.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me feel better. Don't you guys want to make me feel good? Poundcake, right?
That make me feel good.
Don't you want to do a Halle Berry and Monsters Ball with Bill Squire?
Make me feel good.
Slayed by Bill.
Listen, I hate to point it out to you, but I will. It turns out you've got some potential competition in the world of stand-up comedy. I know there's already a lot.
I know who this is.
I know there's already a lot of competition. There are people you've never heard of. There are people no one's ever heard of that have specials now on streaming services or on, anybody can do whatever they want now. And so it's to that end that one Thomas Brady Esquire has decided, at least his friends are trying to talk him out of.
At least he has good friends because they're not encouraging this. They're going, no, don't do this. I want to see it though. I want to see it.
I'd like to see it too because Tom Brady seems to have no personality, zero charisma. I mean, for a guy that good looking, he's like a robot, which to some degree you have to be as committed to his craft as he was. You really do have to shut everything else out. Tom Brady, to pursue stand-up comedy, according to this one particular report, and his friends are trying to talk him out of it. He needs to toss this idea before it's too late.
I don't think that they're telling him not to do it because he won't be any good. I think they're telling him not to do it because he's going to piss off a lot of real comedians. Like, it's the same.
But comedians are always pissed off.
Okay, but
I'm angry.
But they are. Yeah. They're not appreciated, or those people don't know what funny is.
Well,
or blah, blah,
I'm just saying, like.
So what's one more guy?
All these TikTokers and all these YouTubers that come in and do a show, they're comedians are bitter at them. Imagine if you get a face and a name.
Comedians are jealous of them, not bitter.
About
them.
Imagine Tom Brady coming in and just taking your set. He's just working material. He's not even doing like a real thing. And like, I have to go back to this guy.
Part of it too. There are always celebrity dabblers that are going to come in and do.
Ooh, I love a dabbler.
Try out some comedy. John Mayer did it, and I was at the Cellar one time when he did it.
Oh, were you really?
And I'll tell you what. Not one comic was like, "What a piece of crap." As soon as he walked on stage, everybody ran downstairs to watch him. And I wasn't a regular there, so I had to just sit up there by myself. And I think it was like me and Judah Friedlander. I'm like, "You don't want to watch him?" He's like, "No, I don't want to watch John Mayer tell jokes."
Right.
You're going to write jokes.
Right. Because it's not going to be a story where you're going to say 10 years down the road, I was there. Look at this amazing comedian that John Mayer has turned into. I was there his very first show.
Right.
It's not that. They're just dicking around. There's this movie coming out called 80 for Brady. And it's an old lady movie.
Out.
Is it out?
Yeah, I think it came out in January.
Well, there's two very similar movies with a bunch of old ladies. There's that one, and there's another one where they go to Rome or something. Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, Sally Field, and Rita Moreno did this 80 for Brady, and he's in it, of course. They're like lifelong friends and Patriots fans. I don't know, and when he was with the Patriots. And apparently they all told him how funny he was. And the rumor is that he was like, well, maybe I'll get up and do something.
What if he does it and he's great?
He might be.
He's a focused guy. He doesn't like to do things that he's not good at. So maybe he'll get up there and surprise us. And he's probably, the insights of a football player worth $500 million. Ooh, can't wait to hear what he's got to say.
I mean, he was certainly nothing to write home about in college football, right?
Yeah,
nobody thought Tom Brady was going to be Tom Brady.
He was mostly
in
a
professional
backup,
football.
I think.
The ladies were super nice to him, and he did a nice job reading professionally written material in a small part. But he'll be playing in a whole different league if he takes a stand. See, I think that's silly.
Right.
Because it's not like he's going to try to become a professional comedian. I think anybody who gets up on stage and tries to perform for a group of strangers, you got to respect that. It's not easy to do. Now, I think this is him killing time until he decides he wants to start doing Fox Sports or whatever. Because you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, and it's off season. I would like to see this. I want to see him do some stand-up.
You'll notice what you don't hear from the Tom Brady camp, which is what a lot of people say when they want to get out of something. They say, I'm spending more time with my family. That's the one thing he hasn't said. That's very telling, too.
I want to see the Antonio Brown stand-up tour. That's the one I want to see.
Is he doing something?
He's just out there going, doing all that wild stuff that he's been doing. But I think he'd probably be more entertaining than Tom Brady on stage. He'd definitely be more reckless.
He's out there talking all reckless. That's what Poundcake says, right? Talking wreck.
Yep, talking wreck. That's
talking wreck.
Oh, my God. I don't know what it is. I feel like I played football for like 13 seasons because my neck is all twisted up.
How's your back?
It's kind of twisted up, too.
How's your crack?
I don't know.
His neck and his back and his crack. I just want to figure out how they all are. All right. Did you sleep weird last night?
Probably.
Did you sleep alone last night?
Yeah.
All right. Because I didn't. So.
Well, you have a wife.
Yeah. So. What?
I said, well, you have a wife, so.
I also had a 7-year-old's foot in my back, too. So that was fun. But, yeah, okay. Well, when's the next time where's that place you work out?
Orange Theory Fitness.
When's the next time you're going to be over there?
Tonight.
So you'll get your stretch on.
Yes, I will.
Yeah? Okay. Well, that'll be good. Do you have to apprise them of any changes and you have to go, hey, my neck's a little hinky, or they just go, shut up and do the routine?
What do you mean? Apprise them of what?
Of if there's something going on, like is there a trainer or something where you go, hey.
There's a coach, and like if I going through something, or like if I have a medical issue, I would say something, or I should say something, but
you'd say, hey, I don't want to do this particular move right now.
Sure, but like I haven't had to do that, and nor do I want to. If that was the case, if I didn't feel up to it, I wouldn't go to class. But
talking wreck is a funny phrase. You might feel silly saying it, though, if you're a certain age. I was reading an article about how over 45 people who work with Gen Z kids at their workplace, people over 45 are prone to be using some slang. And not so much like Gen Z slang, not so much that they're trying to show off, just that they're trying to find some commonality with the younger people that they work with. And they did this survey asking people in the over 45 age group, hey, do you ever use certain phrases that younger people are using? And they're like, yeah, a lot of them said that they do that. And I only use one of these. Sleep on. I'll say sleep on.
I didn't think
hey,
that
don't
was
sleep
that.
on that.
That seems like it's made it into.
It's been around a while, and that's what I always think is by the time older people are using slang has already moved on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the phrases that they gave them for this survey hits different.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these you'd feel.
I use that one.
Do you really?
From time to time, yeah.
Yeah, some of these you'd feel really silly using. That's goals.
No, that's old.
It's giving. Well, they're all old, but I mean, this is what this is what the phrases that they used when they were asking people about this. It's giving.
See, that's like a gay.
My girlfriend uses that all the time.
Yeah, that's like a TikTok.
Yeah.
Extra's been around a long time.
Extras forever.
I mean, the Entertainment News Magazine. I mean, please, Billy Bush.
Billy Bush.
Billy Bush. Billy Bush. So, yeah, I've used Sleep On, but I can't use the other things. I mean, maybe as a goof, that would be fun.
Is Love That For You on there?
No. Love That For You is not on there.
That's the most passive-aggressive.
I Love That For You.
Right?
It's a very funny TV show with that name, by the way. Vanessa Bayer, the Pride of Orange, Ohio, SNL alum, has a show called I Love That For You. So, yeah, a lot of older people who are working with kids are working in the slang. Today's also Dictionary Day. Speaking of slang, I love Dictionary Day. These come around quarterly. It's when they come up with the words that are going to go in the dictionary. Language is a fluid thing. Dictionary.com, 4 times a year, throws in an ass ton of words. 313 new words are being added to Dictionary.com.
Sheesh.
Hellscape, rage farming, trauma dumping, dead ass, petfluencer. Some of these, I'll be honest, I didn't know. I didn't know what rage farming was. That's basically kind of just trolling.
Oh.
Trying to intentionally provoke political opponents.
Oh.
Rage farming. Woke is at dictionary.com now. Woke's one of those words that everybody uses differently. If you were to ask anybody what it actually meant in the original capacity, they might not even be able to tell you. But I love Dictionary Day because that way, that's how you know that slang has kind of moved on. Because they can't just take some word that just worked its way into the lexicon and throw it in dictionary.com. It's got to be something that's around for a while. So then you go, okay, well, you know, I'll start saying dead ass. No cap.
Love it.
Yeah. Hey, Eric.
God, no cap is like the one that is
Bussin'.
no.
Yeah.
That's no cap is used for an array of things. But yes,
That just means for real, right? Like if somebody goes no cap, just for real?
yes,
Yeah. Not to be confused with No Cap the rapper, whose that name might not age well. I don't know. Hey, Eric.
I'm here.
What's up, Eric?
You there?
I am.
Are you there?
I am.
Yeah. Okay. You have a 7-year-old.
I do.
I have a 6-year-old.
Yep.
They sleep in bed, right?
Yeah.
It sucks. I get the feet in the face, the feet in the back, the feet in the nuts when they're turning over.
Well, she crawled in with us this morning. She wasn't sleeping in bed with us. She crawled in this morning. She had a wiggly tooth and it woke her up again, and that's fine. I mean, I'm up super early anyway, so I'm almost out of the bed by the time she wants to crawl in. But I did get
Understood.
I did get a foot in the back for a little bit.
Our son is in bed from the time he goes in to the time he gets out. We adopted him and all that. And I'm like, when do we stop this?
No, sick. I don't think 6. I could handle a 6-year-old in there. I mean, when she was littler, that there was a time when that happened during COVID, when everything was weird, and I think kids were just kind of nervous about things. We let that go on. But I mean, by the time a kid is 6, they're like a small giraffe. I mean, you can't.
Oh my God, dude! He comes up to my underarm.
Yeah, you got to get him out of there. Or you got to go sleep somewhere else, Eric.
Oh, I go sleep in his room all the time because he has his own bedroom. He has not slept once in it. But the themes change with everything he's doing.
Well, that's no good.
I want Spider-Man. I know, dude.
Sounds like you spoiled him. And
you go, homie, you're never in there. I'm not doing it. Like, my daughter's bed is lofted, so it's like if I want to get in her bed, I got to crawl my ass up there, and, you know, I can't just walk in and roll into it, so whatever. Okay, well, good luck out there, Eric.
Thanks, man.
All right, there's Eric in Stowe.
Stay asleep.
Who has a, what?
Oh, he's having a hard time sleeping because of the kids. I'm saying stay woke. I'm saying stay asleep.
Stay asleep. I'm going to take a break. If you want to send a text, 35192, get me there. AlanCoxShow.com is where you can watch and listen everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Jeffrey, what's the worst thing that Carrie from Rochester has ever done to you?